Hey guys, today we are going to learn about Python. So, what is Python? It's not a snake. It's a programming language that we can code in. Many apps were made in Python, for example, YouTube, Netflix, and Instagram. So the first thing we need to do is open a compiler for Python so that we can, code. I am going to use the compiler Programiz, but you guys can use any compiler you want, You can open Programiz by typing Python online compiler. It's the first thing that pops up. So now that we've opened Python, let's see what we're going to learn about today. Looks like we're going to learn about comments, print statements, variables, data types, input, how to create a program, and then I'll give you a small task that you can work on at home. Let's start. First thing we're going to learn about is comments. A comment is used to explain what the program is about, to explain parts of the code, or to temporarily disable parts of the code. This is an example of a comment. So you need to type the hashtag first, and then whatever you type, it won't be outputted. The next thing we're going to learn about is print statements. The print function is used to display output in the output screen. So this is how you print it. Print in lowercase letters, and then a bracket, and then the double quotes, and then you can type whatever you want inside. The next thing is variables. Think of variables as boxes that we use to store data. You can name variables whatever you want, but it has to start with a letter, a lowercase letter or an uppercase letter. This is how you type a variable in Python. And of course, if you want a variable to show up, you have to print the variable. Print A, for example, because I used this print A, for example, A as a variable. Okay. Now we're going to learn about data types. There are many different data types in Python. We are going to learn about only 3 of them, just so I don't overload you. The first data type is string. A string is anything inside double quotes. Even if we type a number inside double quotes, it's still considered a string. The next is integer. In math, an integer is a whole number. In Python, an integer is also any whole number. Floating point number. A floating point is a decimal number. It's called a floating point because the decimal point is floating. You get it? So, strint and float. That's what the data types are called in Python. So, this is this is an example of all the different types of data types. Oh yeah. So the first one is integer, the second one is string, and the third one is float. This one is an integer because there is no double quotes and it's a number. And this one is a string because we put it inside double quotes, remember? And this one is a float because there is a decimal point. If you want to find out which type of data this is, you can just type print type and then the variable name. But don't forget the brackets. Now we are going to learn about inputs. We use input when we want to take in data from the user. So for example, I want to find out the user's name and then say, "Hi, name, nice to meet you." So you can name the variable whatever you want, but it is mostly recommended to name it related to something that you are doing so that you can remember the variables. Sometimes we use a lot of variables, so it's best not to get confused. Name equals to input, what's your name? Okay, so you need to remember to put the bracket. And if you are asking for a number, you need to remember to put int bracket input. Okay, and then you can just type print hi and then enclose with the double quotes and then comma variable name, comma double quotes again, and then nice to meet you. And then this is the output. What's your name? I type Maria. Hi Maria, nice to meet you. Look, the computer is talking to you. Fun, right? I like inputs. Now let's try a program. Why don't we try a program to add two numbers together and print the output? You guys can pause the video and try to add it yourself first. Okay, if you weren't able to do it, don't worry, I'm going to show you now. So the first thing you need to do is name both the variables and then type it. So we're going to ask the user for the input. So we just type it like this and then enter the first number, right? And then you just copy paste that, but don't forget to change the variable name. Okay, they are both different variables. Okay, so there are two ways to do this. Way one, you can make a new variable and then you can just type num1 plus num2 and then print the variable name. So it's 12, yeah? Or there is another way. You simply print num1 plus num2. That's it. Yeah, it works. You see? It's actually very simple. Now that we tried a program, I have a job for you. Try to make a greeting program that asks the user for their name and then prints a message like, hello name, nice to meet you. If you want some hint, you can go back to the video. There is a hint embedded in the video. Okay, if you are trying it, if it's too hard for you. And if you can't do it, don't worry, I'll show the answer in the next video. And if you can do it, good job. You can send the program to my email if you want. Thanks for watching guys. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video.